When to turn it up. Not yet.
I've never done a podcast before, Bobby. What do we do?
What are we doing? People! Soylent Green is people!
What?
Haven't you seen that movie?
See the movie.
Come on. Okay, here we go.
I'm so lost.
Oh, don't do anything. Don't move it. Okay, we ready for this? Turn it up. Okay, here we go. Here it is. This is it. Welcome to Season 2 of the Biz for Good Show with your hosts, Bobby Glenn James and Ryan Pilkington. The Biz for Good Show podcast is a fun and adventurous series that explores business, socialpreneurs, startups, nonprofits, and promotes that the true secret to success is love. Yeah. Welcome to. Oh wait, no, wait.
Reboot.
No, yeah, well, it wouldn't be right if we didn't kind of mess up a little bit. But no.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Biz for Good Show. I am your host, Bobby Glenn James, along with the Ryan Pilkington! Welcome to the show, people! Welcome! Yes, that's right. You are on. You're live. Well, you may be live. You may not be live with us at the Biz for Good Show. And of course, today we have what?
An awesome show.
An amazing guest.
Oh, yeah.
We always have amazing guests, remember? And today, Clay is no exception. He is an amazing guest. Tell us about the show today, Ryan.
You betcha. Thanks for tuning into the Biz for Good Show podcast, starring Bobby Glenn James. And yes, me, Ryan Pilkington.
Pickle.
Or Pickle.
You're
on today's episode is episode 59.
59.
What do you mean by relationship selling? That is the title of the show.
What do you mean by relationship
selling?
What do you mean by that?
I don't know. We'll find out.
I bet we're going to find out.
We'll find out with Clay Neves here. We're
the
super
Clay
excited.
Neves, 7 spelled backwards. You'll never forget his name now. Oh, I stole your thunder, Clay.
All right.
It's copyrighted. You were in trouble.
Is it? Is it copyrighted?
Used by permission.
Yeah, there we go. Clay's right. We're going to have some fun today, guys, because Clay is fun.
Yeah, Clay Neves is a sales coach. He's a sales guru, so we'll dive deep in how he does and approach sales.
Insanely dynamic.
Dynamic sales.
Because he owns
Dynamic.
Personal Sales Dynamics.com. Well, maybe not. I don't know. Is it a .com?
Can be.
Could be.
Not a .com.
I just love saying, everybody knows I love saying .com.
Yeah.
I can't help it. It's fun. Okay.
All right. Kick it with their sponsors.
Kick it with our sponsors. Ladies and gentlemen, EFL 360, EFL360.com. If you are an entrepreneur, founder, or leader, or want to become and be a part of EFL 360 weekly here at Miller Campus in room 333 every Thursday from 4 to 6 o'clock, where we do ultimate networking, guided networking. We assist each other as business owners and all that good stuff. EFL360.com.
Yeah.
Also, Speak Up. Speak Up Speakers Professional Speaker Studio. If you're a speaker, want to be a spooker.
Not a spooker.
Don't spook people. You want to be a speaker. If you want to be a speaker and you know you have a message inside you that you are ready to get out, be the speaker everybody loves. Speak Up Professional Speaker Studio. SpeakUpSpeakers.com.
Awesome. Thanks, Bobby. Yeah, if you're new to the show, the Biz for Good Show, we are a podcast where we sit down with powerful, amazing founders, leaders, business owners, startups, and nonprofits, finding the truth that doing good in business is the true success to get things done.
Absolutely. One of the top 5 of podcastland.com.
Yeah, we are
Podcastland. Podcastland.com. Check it out. We are top 5 in business podcasts.
In the marketing section. Which is interesting, but that's where we land.
We land in the marketing section.
And we want to thank our fans. We're inching our way up to mini downloads rather than the one. We have over 7,000.
Over 7,000.
Marching to the millions.
Millions of downloads, absolutely.
But we want to
or
thank,
at least the hundreds of
We want to
thousands.
thank those that have downloaded and keep it up. Keep the show going for us, all right? Love to hear your comments.
We love the fans.
Yeah.
And I love it when people come up to me and go, Biz for Good Show, I love it. They high five. It's so cool. Do that anytime you see me. Love the Biz for Good Show. And high five. I love that. I
Just
love
like that. Just like that. Never.
I got some freaky people that listen. It's great. I love it.
All right.
What are we doing now?
All right.
It's your show, Ryan. Whatever you want to do.
I wanted to share a funny story this morning that happened to me after I dropped off my wife from work. So imagine it's 6 o'clock in the morning.
People, I have chosen not to hear this story first, so I am not. I don't have anything to do with this story. This is the first time I'm hearing it as well.
All right.
I just wanted to do that.
First of all, I want to ask our studio audiences here today. There's a quote that goes, "Help me, Obi-Wan." Can anybody name who said that in the audience? Help me, Obi-Wan. You're my only hope.
Princess Leia.
Did we all know that? Was that?
Did you know that, Layla? Yeah. Okay.
All right. It's a general. Everybody should know that, right? Anyway, so I'm listening to the morning radio show this morning, and they called in and they said, find out this quote of the day and earn money. And so I'm like, okay. And so that's what it was. If who can identify this quote, right? Help me, Obi-Wan. You're my only hope. So the caller comes in and he goes, I know it. It's Princess Leia. And he goes, sorry, we need caller number 13, but you were right. And so this is the guy, right? The next person comes on, it's a girl, and she goes, it's Taylor Swift. And I'm like, are you kidding me? So they're like, sorry, that's not it. Let's take the next caller. And then the next caller goes, I know it. I'm so excited. It's Demi Moore. And I'm like, this movie's been out for how long? I was just...
So the first person says the right answer, they say the right answer, and everybody after is wrong.
I had to turn off the radio because I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and I was like, how can you just not get that? I'm sorry. It's easy. I thought it was going to be something really hard because it was a country station, some country dude I would never know. But
Did Demi Moore ever say that?
No.
Are you sure?
Maybe
She maybe was in a quote in an interview somewhere or sometime.
So I go into 7-Eleven.
Taylor Swift, did she do a song with it in it?
No.
Yeah, you're probably right. They're just
So
stupid.
I had to stop at 7-Eleven for a moment, and I grabbed just yogurt.
Because you were so pissed that people are so stupid.
So I'm asking the guy, I know yogurt's probably boring. What was your night like tonight? You know, he's like, oh, dude, this guy came in. And he was. So I'm like, okay, I gotta go. Anyway, that was my morning.
It's a beautiful morning.
Yeah.
Okay, folks.
Also,
we know you are not here. Okay, yeah.
Real quick, dude.
Okay.
Sorry, we'll bring you on, Clay. I promise. We have a winner for the Texas Roadhouse.
Yes, let's do it, people. We have a spinner thing here to spin the winner that took for the contest for the people.
And it's spinning.
Oh, dude, what a let. We have a winner.
Yeah.
We have a winner. Who is the winner, Ryan?
The winner is Kristen at sassymom@gmail.com.
Kristen, you are the winner of the $25 Texas Roadhouse gift certificate. Kristen, send us a shout out and you get your
$25 gift card.
$25 gift card. Kristen is the winner. You rock. Okay, people, keep listening for more winnings and all that good stuff.
Yeah, they just do a survey of the month, and we like to reach out and see how we're doing.
See how we're doing.
All right.
Thank you, Kristen, and all you other beautiful people that put in the, what's it called?
The
Survey. That's what it's called. That's
Thanks for
right.
taking the survey. We appreciate it.
Okay, folks. We know you're not here to listen to us. You're here for our amazing guest today. So let's bring on, okay, audience members, let's give a shout out and bring on the amazing guest, Clay Nee. Ladies and gentlemen, come on, people. Come on, what's going on here? Yay! See, we have a real audience in the audience today. Okay.
I dedicate this to you. Well, I guess I need to put my headset on.
Yeah, you can't hear us if you don't.
Oh, now he's
Oh, yeah,
here.
yeah.
that's
Actually, you
better.
can hear.
Okay, so this is dedicated to you, Bobby, because you called me this, and it's just wonderful, and I just want to let you know. Amazing guest, how sweet the sound. So there you go.
Sweet high five, my friend.
All right. Okay.
See, we're gonna have fun today,
Yep.
people.
Bobby
Clay,
had his
Don't
meltdown, dude.
get me singing.
I tell
Okay.
people all the time, Clay is the real deal, and we keep saying we're gonna get guitars together and jam.
You bet,
and
you bet.
one of these days we're gonna do it. I got my guitar right under the table
Okay.
here.
I got a
Anytime.
guitar.
I will use it and abuse it.
That's right. Yeah, and
That's
he's the
right.
real. This guy really actually knows how to play, unlike me.
Oh, really?
Well, I know 3 chords, and that's about it. G, C, and D, right? You can play most songs
That's
with
enough.
G, C, and
That's
D.
enough to get a girl. 3 chords will do it.
That's right. Welcome to the show, Clay. Welcome.
Yeah, welcome.
I know we've known each other for a while. We've even spoken at things together many times, and it's been a few years. I think we've known each other like 3 years.
About 3 years.
3 years, yeah. And I tell people all the time when we connect with Clay, I say Clay is the real deal. Clay
And I appreciate
has
that.
been there, done that. He's somebody that you absolutely should listen to.
Thank you.
And we're privileged to have you on the show because now our listeners can get some sage advice from Clay.
Sage and dill and a little bit of paprika.
And with that said, tell us a little bit about Clay. Whatever you want to, just kind of give us a heads up. Tell us about Clay.
Well, I am president and CEO of Personal Sales Dynamics. I work with small business owners. And Bobby, you've been around small business owners enough to know
They need help.
that most of them do not come from a sales or sales management background. But those of us who've been in business a while, and they come to this determination too, that selling is somewhat important in business.
Just a little.
Kind of the only thing that
And,
matters really when you get down to it.
Proofs
Yeah.
in the pudding.
So, with 32 years of sales management experience in corporate, and particularly the last 11 years that I was in corporate at a VP level, where we're actually doing sales forecasting, budgeting, and then managing an entire sales division to meet those goals during the year. So there's a lot of components to making that work.
You
Both on
mean
the
you don't
human
just get up
side-
and talk to
No.
people? You don't
Both
just,
on the
hey,
human
you want to buy
side
this?
and the science side of understanding the gears and levers of what your sales is all about and being able to implement that so that your sales are consistent and predictable.
What's the thing you always say, the science thing? You always
Oh,
say, I
yes,
love it.
personal sales dynamics, the art and science of multiplying clients. The art makes it fun. The science makes it certain.
Wow. This guy is a wordsmith.
He is a
I'm telling
wordsmith.
you, he's a wordsmith.
I love words. They are my canvas. They are my medium.
He is an artist. He is a sales artist.
Yes. But the numbers are important too, and I can dazzle you with those as well.
Awesome. So tell us something about Clay that would be interesting to us. Something about Clay the man, just so we can get really connected.
Okay, just had my first granddaughter,
Oh, congrats.
Very first granddaughter.
little Cambria Rose.
Cambria
She was
Rose.
10
Shout out.
months, or I'm sorry, that's
10
a little
months
bit
early?
too much. 10 weeks premature.
Oh,
But everything
She would have
good?
been a real miracle baby at 10 months premature, but she was 10 weeks premature. Doing absolutely well now. You'd never know she was a preemie. She's my little Buddha.
How old now?
10 months?
10 months.
Yeah, 10 months.
Starting to walk? Getting close? Thinking about it?
She's right there. She's right there. With holding both our fingers, with her little hands, she can walk.
Oh,
So, yeah, she's awesome.
so amazing when the babies are born. 'cause
That's the light of my life right now, and thoroughly enjoy what I do because the business owners I work with are so amazing at what they do. And with just a little help, my whole mission in life is really 2 things. Number one, to put the personal back in sales, and that's why my company is named Personal Sales Dynamics. because every sale is personal. Decisions are made at a personal level and for personal reasons. And if you're not talking to the person, you often are clueless about their buying motivations. And it's all
comes
about
down to the people.
building relationships, long-term relationships, sustainable relationships, prosperity relationships, because all relationships are about a value-to-value exchange on an ongoing basis, whether you're talking business or personal.
It's not just that one sale.
Nope.
It's just not getting them to buy that one widget.
Nope. So that's my mission, is to put the personal back in sales.
Which leads us perfect to our second question.
Yeah, definitely. The question is Biz for Good? Yeah, Biz for Good. That's our name. That's how it works. What
We want to ask you,
what
Clay,
does Biz for
what
Good
does
mean?
Biz for Good mean? Business for good mean to Clay? I mean, I think you've already kind of said it, but what is your personal belief on doing good in business?
I think that money is important in business. Of course, it's the way we keep score. But I have found that if you take care of the relationships, the money takes care of itself. And that has a lot to do with how relationships are formed, how they're framed, how we negotiate them as we go forth, and how we maintain and build that value for value exchange with all the different relationships we need in business. You know, one of the problems with small business owners is they think when I talk about business relationships or building business relationships, the first thing that comes to mind is, yeah, I need more clients. I do, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is in business, we barely scratch the surface of the value of building business relationships if all we're looking for are client relationships, right?
Yes.
I mean, look at us. You're not one of my clients. I'm not one of yours. But do we get value out of each other?
Absolutely.
I've learned a ton of things from you. You've learned a ton of things, hopefully, from me, and hopefully good things. So I look at you as one of my advisors, but you need those people around you as well.
You never know what that's going to
Yeah.
create either, what it's going to, with our
Exactly.
surroundings. I mean,
Exactly.
We've talked to other people, we've connected with, we know so many of the same connected folks because of the relationships we've
Yeah, and
created.
I've referred people your way. You've referred people my way.
Yep.
So I'm just about ready to publish a book. It's called The Wealth of Friends. Okay? 7 essential relationships that multiply your prosperity and your profit. Okay?
Oh, I love it.
And so
Telling you,
besides
this is the real deal right here.
Real deal.
yeah. So besides clients, can I just briefly outline some of the others that we need to look for as we're out there?
Absolutely.
You go for it.
First of all, I'm trying to get my clients and small business owners past this first hurdle of business, which is the mindset that I've got to save my money by spending my time. Right? So
that is a big
they
theme.
have a set amount of money and they're going, I'm not going to spend any of that. Instead, I'm going to spend my time. I'm going to do it myself, whether I'm good at it or not, and so I don't have to spend my money, right?
Right.
That's a mistake.
DIY.
Kill you. Well, at least it'll keep you, if you want to know the formula for always being overworked and underpaid as a business owner, that's it.
Do it all.
Do it all. I equal
And
my
you'll
business.
only do half of it any good.
Don't spend my money, spend my time. That will always keep you overworked and underpaid and your business stunted and underdeveloped. But if you want to grow your business, then what we've got to make sure we're doing is spending our money to make money. That's what business is. You've got to spend money to make money. You got to spend money to save time, right? To buy back your time. I mean, that's really what a business should do for you. If you're running it right, you reach a point where you don't have to work anymore because you're working in the business, but because you own the business. And you've brought on these other relationships where the business can run independent of you even.
Mm-hmm.
And so some of those relationships that must be there, because I haven't met a person yet that knows everything or is skilled at everything a business needs to have done to the level of quality it needs to be done for that business to grow. Have you, Bobby?
No, but Clay, I'm a sole owner, and I just don't. I'm barely scraping this business by. What do you say to that guy that just, I'm barely making it, and I know I suck at these things I'm doing, but
Yeah.
I don't know how to pay somebody to do it.
Okay. Then what I get you focused on is what you do best and enjoy most. And we get you focused there. All right. What's the next thing you need to know to sell that so that you can get some money coming in? Or how do we find a relationship? You're weak in money. How do we find a relationship that's strong in money? And get you funded, if that's what you need to do, right?
So accurately
So,
leverage.
It comes
accurately
back
leveraging.
all the way. It comes back full circle to relationships, doesn't it?
It does. And all relationships are formed because we all have strengths, but our strengths are few. Our real strengths, the wow strengths, the amazing things we do. Like your daughter, the way she looks at people is amazing. She's got great eyes. But do you see what I mean? I'm sure she has a lot of other skills, but do you see what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
What are you amazing at? And we put you in your strength. That's where you should be. Okay? Get out of those weaknesses. Yeah. Now,
And find
who can
the
we just
relationships.
bring here? If it's just people that you can call and say, look, I don't have the money to pay you for a full consultation, but I just have this one question. Do you mind if I ask it?
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's just that for now, you begin to build your expertise and your team in these other areas. So here's all the relationships that are necessary over time to build a business. Number one, of course, the first one is the relationship you have with
He's a
your,
dynamic person. He
with your
keeps getting
business,
stuck.
right?
You can't
It
help
took-
it,
it
Clay.
took me a while
You
to
can't
figure
help
it
So
out, too.
you need to decide, what is my relationship with my business? Am I going to be a motherer, and keep it stunted in growth? Am I going to nurse it no matter how old it gets? Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Or am I going to raise my business to be like a child, like my child, to grow up and be independent of me?
I love it.
Do you know what I mean? So what's my relationship with my business? Do I see it as other than me?
So we started
Can
with the hurdle that we need to recap it really quick. Those first two steps here. The first hurdle and the second part.
Well, that's the first relationship. Well, that's really kind of the zero relationship. You got to get that first. But the first relationship, other than you and your business, is employees or contractors. People that can help do what needs to be done, particularly those parts of what needs to be done that aren't your highest purpose or highest value. Okay? And to expand your ability to deliver.
Nobody creates an ultra big successful company by themselves. There's no such thing as a solopreneur that has created $1 billion.
I don't even know what solopreneur means, because solopreneur means building an enterprise, and there's no such thing as an enterprise of one. Just ask Captain Kirk.
That is an
He'll tell you.
asinine thing to say. Solo. Wow, I've never really, you hear it all the
Captain
time.
Kirk is nothing without the Starship Enterprise and the crew.
That's right.
He's just another bad actor, right?
Drop the
Yeah.
Hey, wait a minute. Watch it.
I know. William Shatner, the
William
actor's actor. Anyway,
You just got to be dramatic. That's all.
that's right. Okay, so
Dang it, Jim, I'm
the second relationship, besides employees and contractors, that you've got to have in place then are referral partners. People that are looking out for you, that you can refer people to, and they refer people to you, right?
Absolutely.
There's another beyond that we call affinity partners or affiliates, where there's actually a financial arrangement for that kind of back and forth giving of business.
You don't
like
have
I
to
work
have
with-
a big employeeship to have those affiliates.
So I focus on building the sales part of the business. So a good partner for me, for example, is I partner with lead generation companies and internet lead or internet marketing companies, Facebook advertisers and those kind of things, where they're bringing leads into a company, but then the company, do they have the processes and the systems in place to convert those leads?
Right.
Do you see what I mean? So we send business back and forth at a commission, and we all make money. So that's another. Strategic partnering is an immensely good way to build your business. Okay, beyond that, we need vendors and suppliers. We should always be looking for new products, new things that we can bring into our product mix. And the great thing about products is when we, especially like in a coaching business or something where we're spending our time fulfilling it, the more we can bring products into our mix, the more we can sell things that take none of our time to implement.
Right.
They get the product, they use the product, and we don't have to really spend a lot of our time doing things for them if they do that. But if we can find a vendor that can cut, say, 10% off of our cost of goods sold, for example, guess where that all goes?
Profit.
Bottom line.
Yeah.
And how many sales would you need to equal that discount straight to your bottom line? So vendors can be very,
Hugely
very,
important.
very, very
In their
important.
relationship with them.
And yeah, do you talk to your vendors? Do you work with your vendors? Do you negotiate deals with your vendors? Do you give something of value besides money to them so that they can give value of money discounts to you? Do you see what I mean?
Yes.
Value for value.
Absolutely.
The next area of relationships that you need to build for your business is what I call mentors, masterminds, advisors. Okay, these are the experts in their fields where
talk
you
about
are
it all
not
the time.
expert, right?
Yep.
That you can go to for answers or for analysis or for the type of thing, the expertise you need in areas of your business that you may not have. Let's say you're bringing on an employee and you've never been an HR manager before. So I'm wanting to hire somebody as a 1099 consultant. Do I know the ins and outs of that? Do I know the law? Do I know the difference between an employee and a contractor? Do I really know if I'm structuring my job? Do I know what the advantages and disadvantages of either of those are? I got to have those people that I can ask questions to, or I'm going to make huge mistakes. Do I have an
this is good
attorney in
stuff.
place? Do I have an accountant in place? Do I have the areas of my business covered that could wipe me out overnight if I don't dot the I's and cross the T's?
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yes, absolutely.
And
So-
then lastly, you need financial partners.
Financial
You
partner.
need investors, financial partners, people that you can go to when and when
and
you
that could be
need
anybody,
money.
anywhere, a bank, or
It could be
an
a
angel,
bank. It could be
or
an angel investor.
grandma.
It could be a crowdfunding expert. It could be
grandma.
well, if it works, yeah.
I share a story on that, but
So-
I digress.
Those 7 relationships need to be in place really for your business to grow. And establishing each one of those relationships requires a sales process,
To create.
just like a sales process is needed to create a customer.
Wow.
Do you see what I mean? Because if you look at what we're trying to achieve, it is not necessarily a sale where you're giving me money and I'm giving you my product. We're creating value for value exchange in all of these areas. And only when that value for value exchange is consistent and continuous does our business grow, where I am giving you something that is less in value than what I'm receiving from you, and you're giving me something that is less in value to you than what you're receiving from me.
Wow.
And as long as that continues,
Right.
we're going to have a relationship, and it's going to prosper both our businesses. The minute that gets out of whack, and I don't think I'm getting value, or you don't think you're getting value, those are
broken.
Those are the relationships that atrophy. So it's all about human relations, and it's all about understanding, Bobby, what you value and what I can give you of value. And it's not just money, and it's
Right.
not just product.
Right.
It's my connections. It's my intelligence, my expertise. It might be my encouragement. It might be a number of things that makes me valuable to you and you to me. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
And so when you look at it that way, We build business relationships best the same way we build personal relationships, and that is incrementally growing trust, growing common ground, growing common
You
interest,
feed it, you water it,
and
you take care
growing
of it.
that value for value exchange until, with all of those relationships, the amounts of value we are exchanging continues to grow in all of those dimensions.
So we had this question we wanted to ask, and I kind of think you've kind of covered it. What do you mean, and this is the title of the show, what do you mean by relationship selling? I think you've just kind of...
I think that's basically what I mean.
Yeah.
That's exactly what
You
you
nailed
just
it.
said.
And,
Can you give us
the
a
problem
takeaway
is
from
most
that?
most small business owners who sell, who don't have that sophistication because they don't have the experience of growing
Relationship
sales
building.
and relationship building, they're like a new person playing chess. They get on the board, they make their first move, and from the beginning, they're wanting to get the king in like 2 or 3 moves.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen.
And going straight for the king, right?
That ain't
And they always then put the other person on the defensive, right? If a better player, he's going to get his defenses, and he's going to defend, because it's very easy to defend in the early game. And he's going to start developing his pieces and his strategies, and you're going to go down. And it's like that in networking and building relationships. You don't go for the king, but you've seen it. Hey, Bobby,
Hey, you need
I'm
to
a
buy my
sales
thing.
consultant, and I can help you. I can help you
Skyrocket
double
your-
and triple your sales. Do you need any help with your sales?
Come talk
We can
to
get
me.
started today. It's like
Oh,
when I
yeah.
walked up to my wife, right, the first time we met. I said, "Hey, can we sit down and talk about how we're going to name our children?" No, that's not what I said. I said, "Would you mind if we? I don't know. Would you like to dance? It's something safe, right?"
Then
And so
let's
we
get
danced,
married.
and she liked that, and that worked out, and we trusted each other through a couple more dances, and then a slow dance. That takes more trust. And that was okay. That turned out all right. And then we talked, and then we talked, and then we went out on a date, and then, more dates, and, we just kept until we got to the point where I felt like I wanted to trust her with everything I was and everything I had. And I asked if she felt that same way. And she did, fortunately, and 32 years later, we're still trusting each other.
That's how you build a relationship.
But it's no different in business. The best business relationships are where you continually mind the value for value exchange and expand it. So I don't know if that helps.
No.
I think that's powerful.
Yeah.
But there are
Thank you.
specific steps, strategies, scripts, systems that are involved in really implementing that and making it consistent.
So how can people get a hold of Clay? Where's the places? What can we do to get
I
a hold
prefer
of Clay?
that you shake my hand first.
That's weird.
Again,
That's
my
different.
joke. No, you can call me.
Good luck, people listening
Just
out in
please
podcast.
don't grab me by the ears. I don't respond well to that. No.
Yeah, that's a negative.
Well, you said get a hold, right? All right. I'm sorry. My ears are not handles.
Clay.
Anyway, how can they get a hold of me? They
Wordsmith
can call
Clay.
me at 801, and this is a really easy number because it repeats, right? Get the pattern of this. 801-792-7929. Or they can email me at clay@personalsalesdynamics.com. And I would like to offer all your listeners, Bobby, a free 7-day test drive in my online sales academy,
Nice.
Mastering the Art of Relationship Selling.
Awesome.
Well, thank
Okay?
you. Yeah.
And just go to my website, personalsalesdynamics.com, go to the training link, and we have then the Online Sales Academy link there.
Awesome.
Or just call me or email me and say you'd like to have the link, and I'll return and email it to
And
them.
when they go to the link, do they have to put anything in?
Yeah, well, they put in their name and email address.
Do they
and
have
then
to say that they're
they-
with the Biz for Good show at all?
No,
or-
just go down and select the 7-day free trial.
Awesome.
Okay, we'll get in
for
touch with them if they let us know that they're with the Biz for Good show. When we talk to them, we do have some special offers on an extended subscription
Nice.
of my Online Sales Academy. And we also have a weekly sales meeting where people that are enrolled in the course can come on and we take them through a sales meeting like I've held for 32 years with salespeople I manage, keeping them accountable, talking through deals, talking through sales,
Awesome.
talking
Very
through
cool.
strategies.
Wow.
Very cool.
And
Very
keeping
beneficial.
them on track.
Awesome.
All right, this
Ryan,
has been
wanna-
very beneficial.
This is awesome. This is great. Thank you. Thank
Just
you,
dropped
Clay.
all sorts of blah, blah,
he's,
blah, blah,
he's-
blah.
Thank
he's
you.
the real deal. Again, I tell people, you need to talk to this guy. If you're in business, you need to talk to Clay.
For
Yep.
sure.
Thank you.
Ryan, you want to take us out?
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in, listening to the Biz for Good show. We always leave the show with hashtag Be Good, Do Good 3 times. All right, here we go. Hashtag Be Good, Do Good.
Hashtag Be
Good, do good.
Hashtag
Be good, do good.
Awesome. That's a wrap.